Breaking news. Bafra Liberation Army sends strong warning to Z00 military and their fellow terrorists. Displays readiness to fight and defend Biafra land. Hear the news in details. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, you are welcome once again to Biafra Unite channel / television this very moment. Today's date is 23rd of April 2024, and I have a breaking information for every one of you listening to my voice right now from where you are all over the world. Biafrans and lovers of freedom, I want you to pay very good attention to this very news because it's very, very important. I can assure you, my people, it don't happen. The Bafra Liberation Army has sent a stern warning to the Z00 terrorist military to stay clear of Biafra land. The Z00 Army and their fellow terrorists, known as the Fulani Herdsmen terrorists, the Fulani bandits, Boko Haram, Al-Qaeda in Maghreb, ISIS in West Africa, ISWAP, and other terrorist organizations in the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria, to stay clear of Biafra land because what they will see, their mouth will not be able to explain it. They won't even be here to tell the story. Now, I've got some video clips for you, and of course, some images and some write-ups from the official and verified ex-handle of the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa. So I want you to stay tuned. Take your popcorn, take a chill pill, whatever you can take, even if it's a glass of wine. Anything you are taking that makes you calm and comfortable, just take it, because I will take you around. In fact, this very news is going to be a very, very sweet one indeed, and I want you to pay attention while I read in details. And as you can see on your screen, I will be reading from a Zoo Media first. I will show you first of all the first one from the Zoo Media, and after that I will take you to the official and verified ex-handle of the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. This one says, "Stay off our lands. Bafra Liberation Army warns bandits, terrorists." When you hear bandits and terrorists, the Z00 military is involved. In fact, they are the #1 terrorist organization in Africa. So are the #1 people on the list. The Bafra Liberation Army, under the leadership of the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa, has warned bandit terrorists to stay clear of Biafra territory. Ekpa disclosed this in a series of statements on his official X-handle. He noted that BLGIE is ready to defend Biafrans against criminalities and terrorism. According to him, the presence of the Bafra Liberation Army and their readiness to defend Biafrans in many states across Biafra. The Biafra government for the past few days has been posting images of sophisticated weapons, from anti-aircraft to rocket launchers to automatic general purposes machine guns and many more army terrorist attacks across Nigeria. The defense of our women and children is the priority of the Biafra government. If you are planning to carry out a terror attack in any part of Biafra land, say goodbye to those who sent you from Abuja. You will never be alive to give them the feedback. Wow. The Biafra defense preparation alone will send you to judgment, he wrote. Recall that BLGIE recently announced plans to declare Biafra liberation on December 2nd, 2024. Wow. I will not analyze this one because I just read from a Zoo Media. I'm not going to analyze it from here. So what I'm going to do right now, at least to calm you down or to calm the nerves, is to take you direct to the official and verified Twitter handle of the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Now, let us go there. This is the first one. Remember, I told you that I have some video clips. Those of you who must have watched it already from the X handle of the Prime Minister or from any other social media handle, I want you to calm down because I have a message for all of you. The first one, he says, the sound of freedom. The entire Biafra territory is a red zone for both Nigeria state terrorists, of course, which is the Nigerian army, and their ragtag terrorists, Kum bandits. Their ragtag terrorists, Kum bandits, you have been warned. With this video, you can see how Bafra Liberation Army, try to do the needful, or did I even say try to do the needful? Did the needful. I'm going to show you how the Bafra Liberation Army actually did the needful in some part of Biafra land. This is not the only video. I will show you more video. Just watch this one and enjoy it.
Life and direct, life and direct, life and direct, and direct, life and direct, life and direct, life and direct, life and direct, and direct, life and direct.
Are you hearing the sound of freedom? That kokoma in Anunenu is what we call the sound of freedom. Anybody who is telling you about Biafra liberation or Biafra agitation or whatsoever, and that person is not showing you the sound or even making you to hear or to feel the sound of freedom, that kokoma that you are hearing on top, that person is actually a thief. Anybody who is talking about Biafra and that person is not showing you the sound of freedom, I don't know how you intend to get freedom in Africa. In Africa, that we do not understand the real meaning of democracy. Even in Europe, the last, country or the last people that seceded, let me use that same word they normally use to attribute our activities or to compare us. The last people that seceded from Europe fought war. I don't know, between Czechoslovakia and the former Yugoslavia. I cannot remember who separated first, but to me, I think it's Czechoslovakia before Yugoslavia, the former Yugoslavia. So now let me go to the former Yugoslavia. We are talking about a people who fought war, who battled for many years. Serbia, Montenegro, many of them, they fought before the former Yugoslavia came to an end. And this is Europe. Oh. This is Europe that they know the meaning, the true meaning of democracy. And I'm talking about in 90s, not olden days. Not olden days, just 1990. Just the other day, they fought war in Europe. As I'm talking to you now, Ukraine is fighting for their freedom. They want to be free, completely free. They don't want to be taking decisions from Russia anymore. If they want to join NATO, they want to be free to join NATO without any other country interfering in their, affairs or activities. They want to be free. So they are fighting battle. There is war now. They are fighting. Now tell me, if the people who brought democracy to us, who know the meaning of democracy, are still fighting war to be free, how can you tell me that you want to be free from Africa with the so-called non-violence? And it irritates me. That word irritates me, I'm telling you. Now let me show you another one, because I got them. You can see this one. The Prime Minister said the terrorists who sent to judgment the murder of Fela Kuti in April 13, 1978 are on the run. The same terrorist organization, Nigerian Army, invaded Fela's house in Lagos and sent his mother to judgment. The same terrorist army, after many years, invaded Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's house in 2017 and sent his mother and father to judgment. When they see men with gun, with the kokoma, the same thing Fabu, they run like rabbits. Their power always come out when they see unarmed women and children. And here comes another video. Enjoy it.
Burn everything. Burn them. Burn everything.
The sound of freedom.
Burn
the sound of freedom. And another one is here. This one, he said, please, what is happening to the photoshopping group? When he said photoshopping group, he's talking about the IPOB Nigeria. He said, are they overwhelmed already? IPOB Nigeria photoshopping group, are you overwhelmed already? Come here, I have a question for you. The Bafra Liberation Army adding more firepower to the defense of Biafra land. Whenever you are sent to attack Biafrans, say goodbye to those who sent you. Biafra land is not Middle Belt, not Northern Nigeria, nor Yoruba land. If you come to Biafra to send our people to judgment, we will send you to judgment. You will die there. That is the word of the Prime Minister. Now let me play the video for you. Wow. Wow. Makachin. Makachin. Even not about Makachin. In Afia, they play the show. They play the show. Now, let me show you some other write-ups. According to the Prime Minister, because by the time the Bafra Liberation Army sent the message, this all-important warning to the Zudanja terrorists and their likes, something has already happened. This is it. The Biafra Defense Force decimated the terrorists and recovered this one. Those who came for the attack and survived can tell the story. Have they briefed Musa? Musa, where are you? Come here. Musa, I want you here. Come over here. Bieba. Mwokoko. I want you to tell your fellow terrorists in military uniform where is this green ammunition comes from. Now is in our possession. Where did it come from? Musa, Okoko, tell them where is this one coming from. Mad people everywhere. Now another one is this. He said, the two terrorists collected woto last time. They used red stuff to tie it, thinking the automobile will work against BLA. Oh, say to go again a day. Now let me show you another one. He said, BDF, Biafra Defense Force, Ebonyi Command, photo of the day, 23rd April 2024, 23rd, which is today. The food is still cooking. After this era, you all must praise and worship our Lord till eternity. Wow, this is the word of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The defense of Biafra territory is with everything in us. The defense of Biafra territory is with everything in us. Onya follow Mazi Simon Ekpa because Gonyelo Mia wine, a very expensive wine on my behalf. Now he continued. This is the result when Biafrans finally discovered you are genuinely fighting for freedom and defending the land. This is the result when Biafrans finally discovered that you are genuinely fighting for freedom and defending the land. When all their propaganda failed, the support becomes massive, and the result is when the enemies continue to cry. And the result is when the enemies continue to cry. I will analyze this. I have to analyze this. Very important. Now, those terrorists always coming with tanks to send our people to judgment. We are waiting for you. We are waiting for all of you. We are waiting for all of you. Now, what he said here is this. Maybe you don't understand it. He said, when all their propaganda failed, the support becomes massive. Do you understand that? For the past 3 years, since 2021, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped from Kenya and brought back to the zoo, it has been propaganda upon propaganda. And I call on online. Now, a lot of people were skeptical over the issue. A lot of people, took cover. They didn't come out to support Ifaneme. Now the propaganda has failed the IPOB Nigerians. Those who have been, hiding all this while, they just, when they know Fwebena watch Ifaneme, let us see what is going on. Let us see what is happening. Now, their eyes are open. Famalugo, the people or the group who are actually fighting for our freedom, and they are coming out massively to support what we are doing. Now, he said, and the result is when the enemies continue to cry. I don't have to tell you, I don't need to tell you anything about that. Go and ask Musa. Musa has the right answer for this. Of course, you know who is Musa, Christopher Musa. Now, the last one, he said, BDF Central Command photo of the day. Biafra Defense Force Central Command photo of the day. The defense of our women and children is the first priority of the Biafra government. If you are planning to carry out terror attack in any part of Biafra land, say goodbye to those who sent you from Abuja You will never make it alive to give them feedback. The Bafra Liberation Army defense operation alone will send you to judgment. Wow. 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 Of course, you are seeing something on that, so I don't have to, to make any further analysis. And on that note, we have come to the end of the broadcast. Thank you, my people. To salo numozia and make it go viral.